Welcome back. A federal lawsuit filed last week brought new attention to the August 2021 death of an Indiana man in a Jackson County jail here in Indiana. The video filed along with court documents detailed the treatment jail staff gave to this man, 29-year-old Josh McLemore. We want to warn you, the video that we're about to show you is very disturbing. During his 20 days in jail, Josh was naked and in solitary confinement for 24 hours a day. During those 20 days, he lost 45 pounds. He was first taken to jail for pulling a nurse's hair while he was voluntarily in the hospital. He was charged with battery against a public safety official. His attorneys say he was in a constant state of psychosis, suffering from mental illness, and no one helped him. Many of you have asked me, how could this happen? I reached out to Kevin Ring, who is the president of FAM. It's an organization that works for a fair and effective justice system, to find out. Kevin, good morning. Thank you for being with us. As someone who has testified before Congress and state legislatures about prison reform, what do you think when you see this video and you read the details about what happened here?
Well, thanks for having me, Angela. The first thing I think of when I saw the video actually was my mother, who suffered from severe mental illness. And I think, the last thing she would have needed was to be in a padded cell alone for that long and neglected. And so there's a lot of people in this country who know people who are suffering from mental illness. And so it's sad to say that too often jails and prisons have become, the home for so many people who are suffering from mental illness. But we just have this strange contradiction in this country where studies show that 1 out of every 2 adults in the country has had a loved one in prison or jail. And yet we're way too indifferent to the suffering that the people in these institutions endure. And so I'm glad there's been outrage about this sorry situation. I'm thankful to you for bringing attention to it. But it's time to, just not highlight these outrageous incidents, but to push for reform.
Yeah, let's talk about what reform would look like. I know the prosecutor in this case and even the state police, they agreed that Josh died due to a lack of attention from those jail staff members. None of them was charged. Another reason why there's this federal civil suit now against them. What does it mean to hold people accountable first? What do you think should happen here? And then what does reform actually look like? And what does oversight look like?
Well, sure. I think everyone knows that watched people behave better. And our jails and prisons are put in remote places in this country, and they receive almost no oversight, no inspections, and no one is held accountable. And in this situation, for instance, the fact that no jail officials were held accountable for this gross level of neglect speaks volumes. And so oversight, the idea of having regular inspections, having investigations when the family of an incarcerated person calls for them, having that level of oversight could prevent problems. I mean, oversight is not just about, holding people accountable. And in this case, people do need to be held accountable. It's to prevent these things from happening in the first place. And, they say sunlight is the best disinfectant, but our jails and prisons are the darkest places in this country. And unless we care about the welfare of the people who are in these institutions, I don't think anything's going to change. But we're seeing at the federal level and across the country in many states, legislation starting to move for the first time that would implement a system of regular inspections, investigations, reports made to policymakers, so that these problems come out into the sunlight and we can fix them.
Yeah, I mean, the statistic is that 82% of Americans want that kind of oversight. But again, like you said, I know you've been fighting for this for years, but it still is not happening. And we have 30 seconds left, and I want you to be able to kind of give us that final thing of, I do hear often where someone will say, well, you shouldn't have done the crime. Well, in this case, this gentleman did go to the hospital voluntarily, and he was, according to, even the police in this case, he pulled a nurse's hair and was taken because of the mental illness. He was not convicted of any crime, but was left in solitary confinement for 20 days.
Yeah, even the worst criminal in this country is not sentenced to be tortured and hurt in prison, right? There are women who are suffering from sexual assault at the hands of officers across this country. This is not part of their sentence. When you break the law, you need to be held accountable and you are removed from society. But you are not sentenced to be physically assaulted and tortured. And in this case, I mean, people I think are more receptive because this guy was clearly suffering from mental illness. Jail is not what he needed. He needed to be in a hospital, needed to be, protected. And so, I hope people stop otherizing the people who are in prison and jail, because so many of our loved ones, these are family members who at least spend some time in there. People make mistakes, but this is not their punishment. Their punishment is being there, not being raped, tortured, and abused while they're there.
Kevin Ring, the president of FAM, thank you for your insight here. We'll continue to follow these stories. According to the autopsy, Josh's cause of death, by the way, was multiple organ failure due to refusal to eat and drink with altered mental status due to untreated schizophrenia. We have much more on this case. It is on our website. More of the full story and that federal lawsuit at fox59.com.